Today, we're diving deep into a series of military maneuvers in the South China Sea that are raising eyebrows across the Indo-Pacific. What started as a joint drill between China and Malaysia has quickly escalated into a complex web of naval exercises involving the Philippines and Japan. Is this a coordinated response or just a coincidence? Let's break it down. It all began on October 8th when the People's Liberation Army, or PLA, and the Malaysian Armed Forces announced a joint naval exercise, codenamed Aman Youyi-2025, which translates to peace and friendship. This drill marks a significant step in the military cooperation between Beijing, Kuala Lumpur. It's not their first time training together, but the timing and location of this exercise are what make it particularly noteworthy. So, what exactly is Aman Youyi-2025? Official reports state that the exercise is focused on countering terrorism and piracy, as well as conducting humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations. The drill involves a significant deployment of assets, including warships, helicopters, and special forces from both nations. The stated goal is to enhance interoperability and strengthen the capacity of both militaries to respond to regional security threats. While these are common objectives for joint exercises, holding it in the strategically sensitive South China Sea sends a powerful message about the deepening defense ties between China and Malaysia, a key claimant state in the ongoing maritime disputes. Now, here's where things get interesting. Almost immediately after the PLA-Malaysia drill was announced, the Philippines and Japan kicked off their own joint naval exercise in the same region. This wasn't a small-scale operation. The Philippine Navy deployed its flagship frigate, the BRP Jose Rizal, to train alongside the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Forces, powerful UNCLOS helicopter carrier, and its destroyer escorts. The official line is that this exercise is aimed at strengthening maritime cooperation and interoperability. However, many analysts see this as a direct response to the Aman Youyi drill, a clear signal from Manila and Tokyo that they are united in their commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific. It's a classic example of geopolitical signaling, where actions on the high seas speak louder than diplomatic statements. At the heart of these tensions is the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. The Philippines has consistently anchored its claims and actions in the South China Sea on this international treaty. In 2016, an arbitral tribunal overwhelmingly ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating China's expansive 9-line claim. For Manila, UNCLOS is not just a piece of paper. It's the bedrock of a rules-based international order that protects the sovereign rights of all nations, big or small. The recent joint exercise with Japan is a practical demonstration of the Philippines' commitment to upholding this legal framework and pushing back against actions that challenge it. It reinforces their position that disputes should be resolved through international law, not by force or coercion. These back-to-back exercises highlight a much broader trend: the strengthening of security partnerships throughout the Indo-Pacific. The Philippines isn't just working with Japan. It has been actively deepening its defense ties with the United States, Australia, and other like-minded nations. This network of alliances and partnerships is forming a strategic counterweight to China's growing military presence and assertiveness in the region. These collaborations are multifaceted, involving not only joint patrols and exercises, but also intelligence sharing, capacity building, and defense technology transfers. It's a collective effort to maintain stability and ensure that the vital sea lanes of the Indo-Pacific remain open for all. So, what does all this mean for the future of the South China Sea? The situation is clearly becoming more complex and contested. On one hand, you have China seeking to strengthen its bilateral ties with individual Southeast Asian nations like Malaysia, using exercises like Aman Youyi to build influence and showcase its military capabilities. On the other hand, you have a growing coalition of countries, including the Philippines, Japan, and the US, working together to uphold international law and ensure regional security. This creates a delicate balance of power, where any miscalculation could lead to a rapid escalation of tensions. The waters are choppy, and every move is being watched closely by all sides. The key takeaway here is that the South China Sea is no longer just a stage for disputes between China and the claimant states. It has become a central arena for the broader strategic competition shaping the 21st century. The recent drills by the PLA and Malaysia and the swift response from the Philippines and Japan are not isolated events. They are symptoms of this larger geopolitical shift. The actions of these navies are shaping the future security architecture of the entire Indo-Pacific region. What do you think about these developments? Is the Philippines-Japan exercise a necessary response, or does it risk further escalating tensions? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We're living in a pivotal moment for global security, and understanding these complex dynamics is more important than ever. The interplay of military exercises, international law, and strategic alliances will continue to define the future of this critical part of the world. Be sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay informed.